Have you ever woken up from a dream where you were soaring high above the ground, weightless and free, flying effortlessly through the sky? At first, it feels exhilarating, a pure escape from the limitations of everyday life. But what if these dreams of flying aren't just fantasies or random images your brain conjures up? What if they're actually powerful messages from your subconscious, revealing something deeper about your life, your fears, and what's been holding you back? Flying in dreams has fascinated people for centuries, appearing across cultures as a symbol of freedom, transcendence, and transformation. Yet, beneath that surface of liberation lies a complex web of emotions and hidden truths. When you dream of flying, your mind is trying to communicate with you, sometimes encouraging you to break free from constraints, other times warning you about inner struggles that need attention. These dreams can reflect your deepest desires to rise above challenges, but they can also expose fears of failure, loss of control, or the weight of guilt and responsibilities dragging you down. They might be nudging you to reclaim your personal power or to confront unresolved issues that are limiting your growth. In this video, we'll dive into 6 surprising meanings behind flying dreams, uncovering how they reveal not just your wish to escape, but also the emotional and spiritual blocks you may be carrying. From facing fears of falling, to recognizing hidden potential, to experiencing a spiritual awakening, these dreams are rich with insights that can transform how you live your waking life. If you've ever wondered why flying keeps showing up in your dreams, or what it means for your personal journey, you're about to discover truths that could change your perspective forever. So stay with us, because what your flying dreams are really telling you might shock you and inspire you to finally break free. Flying in dreams is often seen as a symbol of freedom and escape, but beneath that surface lies a deeper message about what's truly restricting you in life. When you dream of flying, it reflects a powerful desire to break free from the chains that hold you back, whether those chains are external circumstances, limiting beliefs, or hidden fears. Your subconscious mind uses this vivid imagery to shine a light on the invisible barriers that keep you grounded, even when you long to soar. These restrictions can take many forms. Sometimes they're societal expectations or pressures from family and friends that shape your decisions and limit your true potential. Other times, they're internal, self-doubt, insecurity, or a lack of confidence that whispers you're not capable or deserving of success and happiness. Dreaming of flying is your mind's way of telling you that deep down, you crave liberation from these constraints. But it's important to recognize that while the dream captures your longing for freedom, it also hints at what's stopping you from achieving it. Maybe you're stuck in patterns of procrastination, fear of failure, or avoidance of difficult conversations. Perhaps you feel weighed down by responsibilities or emotional baggage you haven't fully addressed. The dream calls you to become aware of these limiting forces. It's an invitation to examine your life honestly, to ask yourself, what am I really afraid of? What's holding me back from reaching higher? Recognizing these restrictions is the first step toward breaking free. The powerful urge to fly shows that your spirit wants to rise above obstacles. But until you confront and release what grounds you, true freedom remains out of reach. So when you next dream of flying, pay close attention. It's more than just a fantasy. It's a message from within, urging you to reclaim your power and soar beyond the limits you've accepted. But the story doesn't end here. There's more hidden beneath the surface of these dreams, waiting to be uncovered. Dreams of flying often shift in a surprising way. They turn into dreams of falling. This sudden change is more than just a common nightmare trope. It reveals a deeper fear lurking beneath your desire for freedom. When your dream transitions from soaring effortlessly to plunging uncontrollably, your subconscious is exposing your fear of failure and losing control. Flying represents your aspirations, your drive to rise above challenges, but falling crashes that illusion, reminding you of the risks and uncertainties involved. This fear can be paralyzing in waking life. It's the hesitation you feel when you consider taking a leap, whether it's starting a new career, ending a toxic relationship, or pursuing a long-held dream. Falling dreams symbolize the anxiety about what might happen if you try and fail, or if you lose your grip on stability. Your mind uses this imagery to highlight the inner tension between wanting to break free and fearing the consequences of doing so. The sensation of falling jolts you awake because it taps into primal fears of harm, loss, and vulnerability that your conscious mind often avoids. These dreams challenge you to confront these fears rather than letting them dictate your choices. They ask you to question, what am I so afraid will happen if I let go or take a risk? How much of my life am I willing to sacrifice to avoid discomfort or uncertainty? Understanding this fear is crucial because it's often the invisible force that keeps you from truly flying in life. Facing it head-on allows you to reclaim control, not by avoiding risks, but by learning to navigate uncertainty with courage. Your dreams are telling you that falling isn't the end. It's a part of the journey toward growth and freedom. But this inner battle between fear and aspiration isn't the only message your flying dreams carry. There's another layer waiting to be discovered, one that speaks to your personal power and how you claim it. Flying dreams often carry a profound message about your personal power and how you relate to it in your waking life. When you dream of soaring through the skies, it symbolizes your potential, your strength, and your ability to rise above obstacles. But these dreams also reveal the ongoing struggle many face between feeling powerless and reclaiming control over their own lives. Sometimes, in these dreams, you might feel the thrill of flight, effortlessly mastering the air around you. Other times, you might struggle against invisible forces, fighting to stay aloft or regain balance. This tension reflects the inner battles you face daily between doubt and confidence, surrender and assertion. Your subconscious uses the metaphor of flight to challenge you. Are you owning your power, or are you letting external circumstances and inner fears dictate your direction? Dreams of flying are not just fantasies, they're calls to action. They push you to acknowledge where you have ceded control, whether to toxic relationships, limiting beliefs, or past experiences, and to start reclaiming your authority over your choices and your path. This reclamation is often uncomfortable because it requires confronting vulnerability, stepping out of your comfort zone, and standing firmly in your truth. But your dreams show you that you have the capacity to do this. When you feel the exhilaration of flying in your dreams, it's a reminder that your power is real and waiting to be embraced. Yet, even as you tap into this personal strength, the dreams often reveal invisible weights, burdens like guilt, responsibility, or unresolved pain that subtly drain your energy and hold you back. These hidden obstacles may not always be obvious, but your subconscious knows they exist and brings them to light through the symbolic language of your dreams. Recognizing these weights is essential because only by identifying what's weighing you down can you begin to release it. Your flying dreams, then, are both a celebration of your power and a warning about what's standing in your way. But there's one more crucial layer to uncover, something deeper in your psyche that these dreams are inviting you to explore and transform. Flying dreams often reveal that the weight holding you down is not just physical or external, but deeply emotional, rooted in guilt, responsibility, and unresolved past issues. These burdens can make it feel impossible to truly soar, even in the most vivid dreams. When your spirit tries to lift you above the clouds, these invisible weights pull you back toward the ground, creating a push and pull dynamic that mirrors your waking life. Guilt is one of the heaviest chains that can restrict your freedom. Whether it's guilt over choices made, mistakes from the past, or simply feeling like you haven't lived up to expectations, this emotion can trap you in cycles of self-judgment and regret. Your dreams use the imagery of flying and falling to dramatize how these feelings keep you tethered when you long to be free. Responsibility can also weigh heavily on your spirit. Obligations to family, work, or other commitments can sometimes feel like cages rather than duties, limiting your ability to pursue your true passions or live authentically. Your subconscious is telling you that while responsibility is a part of life, it shouldn't become a prison that crushes your dreams. Unresolved issues, Whether emotional wounds, broken relationships, or unhealed trauma also contribute to this weight. These unresolved pockets of pain often manifest in dreams as obstacles or storms that threaten your flight. Recognizing these burdens in your dreams is a vital step toward healing. Your spirit is inviting you to acknowledge what you carry and consider how to lighten your load. This might mean forgiving yourself or others, setting healthier boundaries, or seeking support to work through past pain. Releasing these emotional weights won't happen overnight, but by starting the process, you open the possibility of truly soaring, not just in your dreams, but in your life. Yet, even as you begin this release, your flying dreams may be nudging you toward an even deeper truth, something hidden in your desires and potential, waiting to be unleashed. Flying dreams don't just symbolize freedom or burdens, they also reveal your hidden desires and untapped potential, quietly waiting beneath the surface of your conscious mind. When you dream of flying, it's often your spirit's way of nudging you toward parts of yourself that you may have suppressed or neglected over time. These dreams are invitations to reconnect with your passions, talents, and dreams that might have been pushed aside by the demands of daily life or fear of failure. Flying represents soaring beyond limitations, not just physical, but emotional and psychological as well. And when your dreams bring this image to life, they're encouraging you to acknowledge what you truly want. Sometimes this means facing fears about stepping into your full potential or taking risks that could change the course of your life. The excitement you feel while flying in your dreams mirrors the energy that can be unleashed when you embrace your abilities and dreams in waking life. Yet the fear of the unknown often holds people back, and your flying dreams may capture that tension, the thrill of ascent mixed with hesitation or uncertainty. These dreams remind you that growth requires courage, and that stepping into your potential is a process of breaking free from old patterns and self-imposed limits. They ask you to trust in yourself and the journey ahead, even when the path isn't clear. Acknowledging your hidden desires through these dreams can awaken a new sense of purpose and motivation, fueling your passion for life. It's a call to action, an invitation to start pursuing what lights you up, no matter how big or small the step. And while the idea of transformation can be daunting, your dreams assure you that this journey toward your fullest self is not only possible, but deeply rewarding. But beyond these personal ambitions and awakenings, your flying dreams often carry a spiritual message, urging you toward a higher level of consciousness and expansion. Flying dreams often serve as more than just symbols of personal freedom or untapped potential. They frequently point toward a deeper spiritual awakening and expansion of consciousness. When you experience the sensation of flying in your dreams, it can be a sign that your spirit is rising above old limitations, moving beyond the familiar patterns that have defined your life. This elevation is not just physical, but metaphysical, a journey toward higher understanding, greater awareness, and a connection to something larger than yourself. These dreams invite you to transcend daily worries and fears, encouraging you to see your life from a broader, more enlightened perspective. The act of flying symbolizes liberation, not only from external constraints, but also from the internal struggles that have held you captive: doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs. Your spirit is urging you to embrace transformation, to shed old identities, and to step into a more authentic version of yourself. This process often comes with feelings of awe, wonder, and sometimes vulnerability, as spiritual awakening challenges you to confront uncomfortable truths and surrender control. But the rewards are profound: clarity, inner peace, and a deeper sense of purpose. Flying dreams in this context are a call to listen closely to your intuition, to trust the guidance of your higher self, and to be open to new possibilities that align with your soul's journey. They may also signal a readiness to explore spiritual practices such as meditation, mindfulness, or energy healing, which can support your growth and integration. These dreams serve as reminders that life is an ongoing evolution, and that the sky is not the limit, it's just the beginning. By embracing the spiritual messages hidden in your flying dreams, you open the door to a richer, more meaningful existence, where you can navigate challenges with grace and courage. So, when you wake from these dreams, take a moment to reflect on what your spirit is calling you to become. Because the journey of awakening is one of the most powerful flights you will ever take. Dreams of flying are far more than fleeting moments of fantasy. They are profound reflections of your inner world, messages from your subconscious that reveal what's truly been holding you back and what your spirit longs for. Whether it's a deep desire for freedom, a fear of falling and failing, the struggle to reclaim your personal power, the weight of guilt and responsibility, the call to embrace your hidden potential, or the invitation to awaken spiritually, these dreams offer a mirror into your soul's journey. They invite you to pay close attention to the invisible forces shaping your life, many of which may be hidden beneath the surface of your everyday awareness. The next time you find yourself soaring through the sky in a dream, remember, it's more than an escape. It's an opportunity to explore the barriers you need to break and the truths you need to face. These dreams challenge you to confront fears and doubts, to forgive yourself for past mistakes, and to release emotional burdens that have kept you grounded for too long. They encourage you to reconnect with your strength, reclaim your autonomy, and ignite the passions and talents that have been waiting patiently inside you. At the same time, flying dreams are spiritual calls to rise above old limitations and expand your consciousness. They remind you that transformation is not just possible, but necessary for living authentically and fully. Embracing the messages behind your flying dreams means opening yourself to growth, healing, and new possibilities. It means trusting your inner guidance and taking bold steps toward the life you were meant to live. So, as you reflect on your dreams tonight, ask yourself, what is my spirit trying to free? What is waiting for me to take flight? The answers lie within, and your journey to soaring higher is just beginning.